Welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold. I am your host, Bryan Vogt, and I'm really excited today that we've got a special guest. We've had so many special guests today. We've had the lender earlier with Deb Rust and Dave Hoyt American Funding. We've also had Collins & Sons as far as carpeting goes. And now I'm really excited. We're going to have Scott Dunn of Luke's Enterprises. And they are, well, you know what, Scott? Instead of me trying to explain everything you do, I'm going to throw it to you and tell me what everything that you guys do. Hi, Scott. How's it going?
I'm well. How are you, Brian? Thanks for having us on the show. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Luke's Enterprises is a contractor construction service. We do handyman work, and we span the gamut as far as offers and opportunities for homeowners to improve, renovate, or recreate in their home. Our focus today primarily is going to be on how to better understand our offering and why it's important that we're the expert in the business. With me as well is Forrest Luhcs. Forrest is actually the founder and also a partner in Luke's Enterprises. Forrest will tell you a little bit about himself. I've got 15 plus years in mortgage experience plus real estate experience and finance. And Forrest, how about you?
Yeah, I've been doing real estate work since I was 8 years old. My first job was bid in Belen, New Mexico. I've been took courses in wood shop all the way through school, and then got into the Navy for 6 years as a sonar electronics technician. Got out of the Navy and invested in some real estate in San Diego for a while, and had a Luke's Enterprises construction in San Diego, got into automation and robotics, and I'm back here in St. Louis these days getting into kicking off my enterprise here. I really love the area, and there's a lot of opportunity to be had here. So, yeah, it's good timing and good location to be in the real estate industry here in St. Louis.
Brian, the point is, I think we're initiating the conversations to talk about our work and why we're the expert in this field, in the handyman field, and property improvement in general. A couple of things we talk amongst ourselves when we discuss, what are we and how do we impact this business? And one is our work is good and good enough. And the other is relating to that, we understand the importance of the finances of our clients, because it's as important to them as it is important to us. So, Forrest, tell us about, your experience, how that relates to what is our work as good and good enough. What does that mean?
Well, everybody's trying to raise their kids and put a little money in the bank and have a good life. If you're approaching real estate from the investor standpoint, you need to have some profit in your investment. So you don't want the most expensive materials and the most expensive processes put together for a flip house, for instance, or an apartment complex. Whereas if you're a homeowner, you don't want the price driven up so far that you can't afford to buy the home and then go in there and make changes and make the place personalized to your desires. So we can work both ends of thinking with that. You don't spend the person's budget on doing a flip house or a flip real estate complex, and if a person wants to buy the best materials ever to make their home something that they can live in, raise their family in, and retire in, then we can manage nice materials with that as well.
Yeah, so we're a forever home. We're a forever home company. We handle the contracting and services to work a forever home. We're a temporary service that provides the improvements that are needed in order to put a house in the market. Now, one important factor is we're not the cheapest, and there's a reason for that, because people can't stay in business without understanding the importance of quality and cost. So what we bring to the table is a value that incorporates quality and cost and leaves a long-standing impact on all of our clients.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for giving us that insight. And just to kind of wrap up some of the things I heard, I think the importance of making sure that anybody who's coming into your house has got the skills and the abilities to make sure that they're doing a great job. That's number one. And number two, what I loved about what I heard from you guys is that you take things individually, different situations for different people, either a forever house, maybe you're involved with flipping a house, whatever that is, that you guys have the knowledge and expertise to make that work. And so for that, I thank you so much for your information. And
no
with that, we're going to be moving on to the next segment. So, guys, thanks so much.
No problem. Well, check us out. We're at lukesenterprises.com, Luke's Handyman on Facebook. So look forward to whoever needs our service.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Hey, the next thing I want to talk about is the book. Most people now, my goodness, we've been doing this for 7 months. We've had so many people that have taken us up on the offer of getting a free book, and this is actually mailed to you at your house. There's no strings attached. And the book I'm talking about is Ready, Set, Sold, 12 Proven Steps to Getting Your House Sold for Top Dollar and a Fast Sale in St. Louis and Metro East. It became a #1 Amazon bestseller. And by just listening to the show, you can take advantage of the offer of absolutely free. Go to ReadySetSold.org, not .com, ReadySetSold.org, not .com, and get the book. Maybe now you've just seen your neighbor just sell their house in record time. We just had a situation where we put a house on Monday. Within 10 hours, we had a full price offer for that seller. Again, the market is very, very, very strong. It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to sell your house in 10 hours, but it just gives you an indication that the market is still strong. And so if you're thinking about getting your house in the market, this is a perfect time. January is a great time to sell. However, you can get the book because guess what? Maybe it's 3 months out. Maybe you have some things that you want to get done. One of the things that we're always concerned about is the East Coast, West Coast cable shows. Look, they mean well, but this is the heartland here. And we've seen so many people spend so much money. I mean, we're not talking $1,000 or $2,000. We're talking about $10,000 or $15,000, $30,000 of finishing a basement that they never needed to finish to begin with, or getting granite countertops in when there was no reason whatsoever to do that either. So again, the book is filled with all kinds of great information. I just want to make sure that everybody's taking advantage of it. It's absolutely free, no strings attached. Our mission is to see how many people we can get to have the book, to have the information, and so they can have a great success when it comes to selling their biggest asset, and that's their house. So with that, we're going to be talking the tip of the week, and you don't want to miss that. We're going to be talking about staging. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you in a few.